Hey guys, I hope you're all doing well. I wanted to do a quick video to kind of update you on what's been going on with me. My mom was in the hospital for almost 2 weeks. As most of you probably already know, she has end-stage COPD. I was going to get into it and kind of do like our story, and she said that was fine. She was very open. She said that would be okay, but now that I'm kind of over this hurdle, I mean, we're not out of the woods yet by any means, but this is a disease that continues to progress, and I've been a mess, and I don't really think now that I'm ready to do that, because when I talk about it, it makes me upset. From this past week and a half, I'm pretty much like physically and emotionally just exhausted from all of this. Like you see in the movies and like you hear about everyone, when things like this happen, then you start finding yourself feeling really guilty, like I should have done more, and I should have done more, and I could have done more, but now is my chance. She's still with us, thank God. There were some close calls there. She was transferred to ICU. At one point she didn't even know who she was, or, well, she knew who she was, she didn't know where she was or who I was. We thought it was hypoxia, which is part of the disease towards the end. When the carbon dioxide that you exhale actually goes back into your brain and starts poisoning your brain. But that's not what it was. Thank God it wasn't what it was, because I was losing it. It was actually steroid psychosis from all the medication they had pumped her in with, because when she went in there, her oxygen levels were just so low. So my dad and I had gone there every single day, and I was just... For a long time, she's had this disease for a while, and I know it's there, and I've kind of been in a denial state, I think. I hadn't seen how unhealthy she looked, or I just kind of blocked it out. I was pretending everything was fine, even though I know it wasn't fine, and I could say it once in a while, you know, I know she's not doing well, whatever, but I think this kind of hit me over the head like a giant boulder. And I realized, you know, I'm kind of an introvert. I'm not really an affectionate person per se. And I'm quiet. I don't really talk about my feelings all that much. And now as I'm growing up, I'm feeling like I am getting better at that. But now I'm realizing I need to show her how much I care about her, because my mother really is my world. I mean, her and I, we're so close. We talk to each other all the time, all day long. I can't imagine a life without her. And that's what I'm having a really hard time with. Excuse me. And I don't want to make this video like a crying, feel bad for me kind of thing, because I need to be stronger, because that's what I know she wants for me, is to be a stronger person. And I'm just having a really hard time dealing with what I see now and what I know is going on. And this disease doesn't get better, it just gets worse, and it gets worse. And this past week and a half was like an emotional roller coaster. It's like you'd see her get rushed to ICU, and I thought she was going to be dead when we got in there. And then they'd bring her back, and then she'd get worse, and then she'd get better, and then it's really tiring and exhausting. Yesterday I was trying to write a script, and I fell asleep at the desk, and I noticed I'm starting to feel sick sometimes. I was like coughing up phlegm, but then I was okay. It's like, your mental state can really affect your body. And I need to be here. I need to be strong for my mom, because my mom is still here, and the best thing that I can do is be the best daughter that I can be from here on out. And I've said that to her. I wasn't there all the time, and I need to be there all the time now. She can't take care of herself, and she doesn't want a nurse. She's fired all the nurses. God, my mom is a funny lady. She's stubborn. And my dad, he's old too. I mean, I hate to say old. He's elderly, and he's not in good health either. And he can't take care of her, which he's been doing. And kudos to him. And he's poor guy. I came home when they finally discharged her, and I came home, my house was in ruins. I mean, there were toilets like overflowing. bills were coming in, and I do everything. I take care of all the bills in my house. I clean the house. I take care of the dogs. My husband works all day. He comes home and then he goes to bed because he's so exhausted. We live in Florida, and he works out in the heat, and he's just tired. But when I was in the hospital, he'd come to the hospital and bring me like food and everything so I could actually eat. And then he'd come home and do whatever and go to bed. So the whole house was in disarray. It's like, so I wonder what he'd do. It starts to make you feel good because like, well, what do you do without me? This place is just bad.